Hello and welcome back to Untamed Chaos. Since the last episode, I really haven't been up to much. I mainly just worked my way back, explored around a bit more. I did also manage to find the feathers I needed on the way back, and I also refilled my blood because I used a fair bit of that traveling around, but now I have all 150k blood in my soul network and the altar all filled, so yeah. So there's a few things I want to do this episode. First, I want to recap what I explored because, well, last episode I headed down this way, and down here, and then I looped back around, and we found that, and then I was starting to head back. So, off camera, I headed back up here, back to, around the base area. Then I looped back down around this way. I found something there that we'll go explore. Normally I would have looted this stuff off camera and just showed you a screenshot or something. But remember that temple I found last episode? Little, shrine from Thaumcraft? There's two of them right next to each other. So I thought that was worth saving for this episode, rather than just doing it off camera. So I went down here. I found another Doom-like dungeon. I found the taint, which is actually pretty interesting. Although the taint doesn't spread. I turned that off just because it can be annoying and problematic, especially on servers. So it's something that I felt the users would turn on if they wanted to spread, and for the moment I really don't care too much if it spreads or not. But I went down here, I found another Doom-like dungeon and another Doom-like dungeon, and I found a location that might not be too horrible for a house. The only problem is a meteor kind of took out a good bit of it, but this is very elevated. As you can see there, it's 123 high, so I don't know, it's just not very wide at that height, but still it could be a nice place, nearby dungeons and a forest, so yeah. But first things first, I would like to make the arrow sigil to hopefully get over to the spot rather quickly, and if I remember right, it needs that. So if we head back over here, I hopefully have all the supplies. Actually, I might not have the base sigil. I always forget I have pressure plates there. Maybe I shouldn't have made them shrouded. But, yeah, so we come in here. Do I have it? I think it needs one tier higher. Yeah, so I'll just need to throw that in here real quick, but it shouldn't take too long. Actually, it'll take a bit because I don't have the speed runes anymore. But, yeah, so I'll put that back there. If I use my division sigil, you can see I have a lot of blood now. So I should be able to phantom bridge a lot. And I will want that for traveling because it's awesome. So, and this should be done. Okay, so I think it's something, just kind of doing this off memory actually, but I think it's like this for the air sigil. Ta-da! So now I have the air and phantom bridge, and the air lets me fly. Or, it kind of propels me in a direction more than fly, I think. But, let me just make sure I have everything I'd want, and then we'll head over to loot the stuff, and then come back here for other things. And I always forget those pressure plates. Okay, so this is my first time actually using the air sigil, so let's see how this goes. Huh, I thought it would actually be quicker. Does it work with the phantom bridge? Not too well. The thing with the phantom bridge that's kind of annoying, it doesn't seem to work midair, but that did use a fair bit of stuff, but I don't know, it doesn't seem that much faster than jetpack. But still, it's the other sigil I needed, and yeah. It's pretty fast for travel, and here we are. So, also had the jetpack, so it wasn't that big of a deal to use it. How much blood did that use? About 5, actually it's more of 6 point something. I can't tell it, or not 6 point something, 3.6k I think. Okay, so we got some common treasures, apples, and basic ingots. Nothing that spectacular. We also got a floppy disk from Computer Craft, and I don't actually know how those work. I think they're like, well, of course, like programs for computers, or the turtle computer things. And, oh look, more chickens. Yeah, since I don't have many feathers, I think I might just kill them in hope of feathers, because I do need to make another air sigil for a different sigil. The sigil of elemental affinity, it's called, I believe. So, actually, if I just check the recipe here. Yeah, elemental and whirlwind. Oh, whirlwind I know is cool because it reflects projectiles. But, yeah, this is lava, water, and air. I don't know exactly what it does, but I think it prevents fall damage, infinite breath underwater, and fire protection. So it could be a nice one to get eventually, although it's not an immediate... Oh, okay, I rarely get to kill these things. Where'd it go? It's just hard for me to even follow where it's going. Nope, it's gone. But this one has thaumium, which is good, title scroll, fresh prints, and some single-use safari nets with nothing inside, it looks like. So, yeah, that wasn't the best loot, but when I rebounced the dungeon chest, I kind of made its loot somewhat crappy, just because I knew it was the most commonly used chest in, like, everything, like those. A lot of other structures will commonly have dungeon chests, so I never try and make it that spectacular of loot. So, yeah. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna head back to the base, and I'll cut to when I'm there, so yeah. Okay, so I just got done sorting away all the loot, and what I want to do this episode is go somewhere. I could also explore the Doom-like dungeons. I feel I'm not ready for that, and I just want to take a break from doing all the magic and tech, and mainly because the place I want to go, you probably can guess if you've seen this before what this is. But yeah, it's actually meant to be early game, and I actually feel like I should have done this one more back. But it's actually meant to be something more for the early game than where I am now. You know, it's more on par of going there with iron armor than like full diamond and such. So, yeah, but it's something that should be fun. It has a lot of bosses, and if you haven't figured it out already, it is the Twilight Forest. So, I'm making the portal here. That should do, and if I throw in the diamond... Ow. It set my flowers on fire. I didn't even know flowers burnt like that. And I'm one yellow one short. Oh, there's one. I don't think they actually need to be there once I make the portal, but it just looks fitting. So, yeah. But I do know a bit about the new Twilight Forest, or the more updated one, I should say. And it does have some changes to older versions, and it's actually been quite a while since I've been in the Twilight Forest, at least in a Let's Play. Actually, Dimension Runner was the last time, I think, but before that was Frostfire FTB, and that was like the first time, really. So I haven't had a lot of experience with it, and the new one has a progression system where you pretty much have to go through the achievements. Let's see if I can find it. So pretty much it guides you through fighting the different bosses and such. And yeah, so let's just jump in. So here we are at the Twilight Forest. All I did so far is I just put a portal at the waypoint and looked around a tad. I just noticed the Lich Tower over there. But like I was saying, in the new version, there's a progression system. I also saw a raven around here, which would be nice to find if it's still around. But it shouldn't be too hard. Oh, there it is. It shouldn't be too hard because I have all this, not like late game stuff, but mid game stuff, at least higher tier or more so, words. Did I? No, I didn't get the feather. The reason I was trying to kill that is because the feather is used for something. I forget what exactly. I think it's just for the map, the magic map, but it might be other things as well. But yeah, the Twilight Forest, we need to try and find a Naga, because that's the first one, I believe. If we look at the achievements, go through the Twilight Forest. Okay, so, yeah, I need to do that before the Naga. Huh, so good thing I actually killed that. But here are the general achievements, I think. Just for like the questing ram, hollow hills, mazes and stuff that isn't part of the progression. This would guide me to making the magic map. Then it's Naga, Lich, and then from there we'll progress into other things. But pretty much it works by biome, so if I want to try and go into like the ice biome before I unlock the stuff that the progression says I should, it wouldn't let me enter. And it's also worth noting that no Lycanite mobs should spawn here due to how I set the configs, so that's a good thing. And wolves, that's actually very good to know they're actually here, because I wasn't sure if wolves were, or I haven't seen wolves yet, that I remember anyway. So it seems like we have no shortage of Lich Towers, but I haven't seen the Naga yet. So I guess oh, another Raven. Or was that two? Actually. Darn, that didn't kill him. I thought it would, because that deals a lot of damage. Oh, come on, why can't I get the feather? But yeah, I need to make a magic map, I think. So let's just search that, because without it, it's going to be a pain to find the Naga. And blank magic map. So it's a feather and a magic map focus, which is a raven's feather. Or did I say feather paper? It's, yeah, you just saw the recipe. But, Yeah, so I'm just trying to look around and find another Raven, I guess, because if I try and enter the Lich Tower, I won't be able to kill the Lich properly until I kill the Naga. I think I get a debuff, and I can't deal damage to stuff easily, or at least they're very resistant, and that's just kind of how this works. So if I try and go into Dark Forest without killing, I think, the Hydra, I wouldn't be able to see anything in the Dark Forest. I'd have, like, permanent blindness until I get the Hydra blood. But yeah, I have seen other people do this recently, or at least since the update, so I kind of know what to do. But yeah, it should still be fun to explore, and as I was saying a bit ago, I think I got distracted with the Raven, the first Raven, I should say. But yeah, I am a bit, I guess, overpowered for this, you know, with the whole jetpack and everything. But it should still be a fun challenge. It should be super challenging as if it were, like, pure vanilla, though. And come on, I can't seem to find anything but Lich Towers. You really thought there'd be more Nagas, considering that's the first boss. But yeah, so I'm just gonna explore around. Oh, a lapis block, I'll get that. But I'm just gonna explore around, see if I can get the... Are those... No, those are flowers, not ravens. See if I can get the feather I need, and see if I can find a Naga. Okay, so that's not supposed to happen. I'll need to double check the configs after this because I have actually... Oh, is that the Naga? It looks like it might be. But I have actually updated the mod pack recently. It's just before what will probably be the release of 1.2 for the mod pack. So it's possible I forgot to change a config. But this is still Twilight Forest and they should only spawn the overworld. But that kind of looks like the Naga arena. Yeah, that has to be it. So you look on the map. Yep, that... It's definitely not a questing ram anyway. So this will be our first boss battle in the Twilight Forest. And yeah, let's hope this goes well. And then we can try taking out the Lich this episode as well. But okay, there's the Naga. Is this a spider tree? Oh god! Well, we got some loot as well. Good thing the Naga hasn't seen us yet. I actually want to take the chest if I can. Yep. Okay, so, oh god, Naga. He's actually a bit harder than I expected. So let me just try and heal up, and he actually broke the tree, it seems. So, can I hit him with this? I can, if I was a good shot. But as we beat him, he will get shorter. Or lose segments of his body, I should say. Also, I did test these, and it actually seems for some reason these are stronger in this mod pack than the other one I was playing. So apparently the rebounds actually made these stronger, which is overpowered. And I did test leveling them up, and they are based on damage dealt. But these deal very small damage at a distance. As you can see here, it's only hitting like 3s. But up close, they will deal a lot more damage. And I almost used them all, and we're not even close to a level. So, I guess they are kind of bounced, but... yeah. So, they're interesting anyway. Probably don't want to use up all of them if I can avoid it. So, we are taking out the Naga. Thankfully, we can fly. And we're not really using blood magic. I really wish I had the sickle strength, but I think that's the next tier. Oh, that's a wool block. I thought that was ice. I was like, ooh. Because ice is probably used for something. Oh, God. Oh, God. Don't want to die in the Twilight Forest. So, I'm just going to let my health regen, and then we'll try and take him out. Hopefully, he can't hit me up here. So, 1 minute. Okay, so I think that's enough health regen. So, hopefully we can kill the Naga now. Come back here. Oops, sorry. Wait, am I actually dealing damage? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we killed the Naga, thanks to our throwing stars mainly, or shurikens, or whatever you want to call them. But the Naga's dead, and we also got to loot a tree, even though it didn't have the most spectacular loot. But for that, we actually got a miniature yellow heart, which is given to all bosses, I believe, through Tinkerers, some Naga scales, and the Naga trophy. And the Naga scales, I think, make the Naga scale armor, which isn't bad, but it's also not that great, although protection leggings might not be bad. And as for the Twilight Forest progression, we now killed the Naga, and we got its scales. So with the scales, we can overcome the barrier surrounding the Lich Tower. So now we can go try and fight the Lich, which hopefully won't be as hard as the Naga, because I actually thought the Naga would be a lot easier than it was. So let's just head back this way, I suppose. We probably should head actually back towards the portal. Because if I do die, yeah, I think I'm just... Oh, there's a dark forest. But I think I'm just going to cut across here. And, yeah, then we can resume at the Lich Tower. And I think I'm going to Phantom Bridge over off the highest tree here. Because, Phantom Bridge is... Oops, I didn't mean to fly. I meant to sprint run. But, yeah, Phantom Bridge is quick. Also, since I'm currently in the Dark Forest, this is the blindness I was talking about. But if I run out here to the Twilight Stream, it should go away in a few seconds anyway. So, yeah, but that's the darkness that I was mentioning, or the debuffs in the whole progression thing. So until I beat the Hydra, I think it is, I can't enter that biome safely. And, yeah, so, this is the Lich Tower. I could cheat and fly up to the top. And I'm actually highly debating doing that, because it's just, I think I'll just do that, actually, because, I mean, all I have to do is run up the staircase and run past the spawners, which I have done before. It could prove a bit of an issue, but the real reason we're here is the Lich. So if I just fly up to the top and go in through here, we can battle the Lich. Okay, there's more than one. Please don't be a ton of wood here. Okay, that was a few more blocks than I anticipated, and we actually dug out right on top of the whole chandelier. But there's a Lich spawner, so when I jump down, it should start the battle, and, yeah, so how this works is the Lich and his shadows here will shoot me with Ender Pearl-like projectiles, or projectiles anyway. And I need to reflect them back at the real Lich to lower his shields. And once I do that... Okay, so we got 2 shields down. Where's the real Lich? There we go. Okay, so that was quick. Now that we lowered his shields, he's spawning a bunch of zombies. And we just kill him. And he'll just teleport around like this, all annoying. And... ta-da! We killed the Lich. And why is that not stacking? So we got a few items from the Lich. The main thing was his staff here. We also don't need paintings because I do want the trophy. And what was the other things? I really don't need that. I just wanted to see what I guess it's worth keeping the legs. Oh, and the yellow heart. So if I open this, this is where I put the other yellow heart. So I can do that. So I said the stuff here is still from exploring. So now that we killed the Lich, we can progress to the next thing. And we also can come back and loot the tower. I might just do that off camera. And what did I hit? I think I just toggled the group by mistake. So the portal's back there, and I'm not sure how much more exploring I want to do in the Twilight Forest this episode. But if we look at the achievement here, I don't have all 3 scepters. That's kind of a bonus thing. We killed the Lich, and now we have to go into a maze, apparently. So that's actually the progression one. This is bonus stuff. The maze map, and I'm not sure what that one is. But now we have to find the Minoshroom in one of the maze labyrinths that will let us enter the Fire Swamp. Then the Fire Swamp's the Hydra. Then the Hydra lets us go to the Dark Forest and fight the Knights. And so on. So, yeah. I guess I can explore a bit of the tower on my way out. But the main reason I actually didn't want to do this is because I want to get the spawners if I can. So I think I'm just going to fly out this way. So, yeah, I currently don't have a way to move the spawners, but there are a few methods in the mod pack. So, yeah, it would be nice to collect those skeleton spawners and stuff, though, because there's a lot of spawners in the tower, and if I went through normally, I'd have to break them. So, I still don't have the magic map, so I want to see if I can find a raven, because the magic map would be very, very helpful in finding the rest of the stuff, because, well, it's not all as obvious as Lich Towers. So, yeah. Okay, so I looked around a bit more, and I did manage to finally find some ravens who both parted with 2 of their feathers, as well as a torchberry plant. So now I have what I need to make the magic map, Or not the magic map focus. No, that is it. I was thinking maze map focus for the uncrafting table. Okay, so, yeah, and where is paper? I always forget where I store paper. I guess I'll make some new paper. It might be in... Oh, it has some gold in there. Okay, so I need that much paper. And do a little loop-de-loop and put that in there. And I got a blank magic map. So hopefully this will let me find what I need to find. So let's just head back to the Twilight Forest real quick. And just see if we can spot anything on the magic map. I can throw the sigils up there because I'm not using them. So, yes. Okay, so if I right-click the magic map, it works like a vanilla map, but it will show me the different structures of icons on the map, so I can see there where the Nagas are, where the Liches are, and where am I? Okay, there I am. So it actually shows me that, it doesn't show the... Is it actually working properly? Because... Is there actually a Naga down here? I guess there is. That's weird because it should show the Lich up. Oh, there we go. Now it loaded everything. So, I forget what the maze looks like on the map though, which isn't good. I think those icons are either hedge mazes or mazes. So, I don't know. Let's, yeah, this is the direction. So I think let's just check that out to see if that is the maze or not. Because if it is the maze, well, at least we know for next time. And more of those guys. I have to double check their spawning. And that does appear to be a Naga, so there was one really close after all. And these lapis blocks are nice because for Tinkerers, I haven't done a lot with it. I don't know, I just feel like I should do more because in other worlds, like worlds I'm not recording, I just progress so quickly with Tinkerers and already have like max Manulin tools. While on here, I'm still just slowly progressing along. Although this also has the tool leveling, so I'm kind of supposed to progress more slowly. But so far, it's only those that appear there, so I have to double check their spawn conditions. At least we haven't seen any of the hostile mobs, like Ents or such, so maybe it's just something in how those spawn. I don't know. I'll have to double check, like I said. It could be something from the update, or it could just be that I messed up. Yeah, that's a hedge maze. So, actually, what's the achievement for that? Maybe we could do that real quick. 1 second. Okay, so apparently I messed up more than I thought because there's a Maka here. Another mob that's not supposed to spawn in the Twilight Forest, but the achievement was actually defeat a spider in the maze. That's a hostile wolf spawner. I just wish I could find a way to open the chest without the wolves there, but... Nothing! But yeah, the achievements fight a spider, so if I can find a spider spawner or a spider, that would be nice. But at least so far we have only seen the non-hostile ones, or... I guess I can take that. I mean, you're not really supposed to waste diamonds on a hole, but if I could find one already made, I guess that works. And is that a spider spawner? It looks like it. So, okay, we got the achievement there. Not really much in here. I'll take the watermelon just because I don't think I have... Yeah, I need them for healing potions. That's right. So, that was actually useful. Besides that, I don't think there's much in the maze here. There's a couple more chests. And flying is kind of a cheat for the maze, I know. But, well, I can fly, so... Yeah, what am I really supposed to do? And, yeah... I don't know, I don't want to purposely not use advantages I worked on unless it's really, really unbalanced. And Blood Arsenal. Oh, I wondered where that was from because I didn't think it was Twilight Forest. So, yeah, let's see. And is that diamonds or no, that's probably just tin. So if we look at the magic map, is there any hills nearby? Yeah, I just can't remember what the hill icon is. Is that it? Or is that just a small maze? Or hedge maze? I don't know. I think I'm just going to head back to the portal and wrap up this episode here. And off camera, I'll have to check why the Makas are spawning. Because so far, I've only seen the peaceful mobs. Which, to be honest, I don't have that much of a problem with. I'm just worried that we're going to run into more of the mobs. And that some of the ones I really don't want in the Twilight Forest might be here. like some of the destructive ones, or even something like a lobber from the nether that spawns in a Twilight lava pool. So yeah, I'll have to double check all that stuff out and make sure I set that all up right. Maybe I did actually intend for these to be here and forgot. I don't know. But yeah, and hopefully by next update I'll have, or next episode I'll have the full pack update so I can go over all the new stuff. But for the moment I just kind of update it more so I wouldn't get spammed by the update messages. So yeah. Oh, and as I was flying back to the portal, I noticed there's a torchberry plant right here. Oh god, skeleton. That actually startled me. So before anything else comes, I think I'm just going to fly out of here. But just wanted to show that for reference because I harvested off camera. So, okay, that didn't load too long. But yeah. Anyway, I think I'm just going to wrap this episode here. And off camera, hopefully I can work on preparing some more stuff for Blood Magic, Botania, or... Oh, it's not night. Great. Blood Magic, Botania, or maybe even back to Mechanism. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I have to work on, but it's kind of just bits and pieces at the moment, like just the air sigil kind of stuff that hasn't been enough to dedicate a full episode to. So, I don't know. Maybe next episode we'll head back to Twilight Forest. Maybe we'll stay here and do some other stuff. Maybe I'll explore around and actually find where I want to build the base, because, yeah, I did mark that as a possible location. It's just I still haven't found a place that really strikes me as that's where I want to build it. So I have to look around more. There's still a lot of area I haven't explored, including a lot of those black areas. So yeah. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. And until next time, goodbye.